Microeconomy, we always talk about the individual perspective. Now we will talk about from the government point of view. Today our first topic is the role of the government. Okay, what is the role of the government, by the way, in any state or in any area? Okay, simply what we are doing, we are just categorizing, we are just identifying the role of the government. The public sector in every economy plays a major role. Okay, as a producer and the employer, government work locally, nationally and internationally. Remember, keep that in mind. We are just talking about the role of the government. What are the functions of the government? What basically government do? What is the purpose of the existence of the government? Are you getting my point? So here are the roles that government play in any kind of economy. As a producer, it provide all levels of the government. For example, the merit goods. Okay, what if you remember, we already have an idea that what are different types of the goods. Here we are, the merit goods. Merit goods are those goods which are highly acceptable, or you can say which you can produce for the beneficial of the societies, like educational institutions, health services, etc. Okay, these institutions are just giving favor to the societies or are the beneficial for the societies. So what is the role of the government? The role of the government is to maximize the merit goods. Got my point? Other one, public goods. Public goods are those goods which is used by common public or the common people, like street lights, like parks. Okay, you can say might be possible the parking as well. Okay, so another role of the government is to expand the public goods. The third is welfare services. Welfare services are those services which gives like a basic support to the people who are unemployed, who are living you can say from the line of the poverty, from the bottom line of the poverty. Okay, you can say old labor benefits like the pension and the other child's benefits. So what are the role of the government is to maximizing the merit goods, maximization of the public goods, maximization of the welfare services. What are the public services? To protect the rights of the public, like a police stations, fire station, waste management. And the other one, infrastructure. You have to develop the infrastructure of the street, of the states, of the province, of the city, like roads, telecommunication, electricity, or the gas, etc. As an employer, it provides all level of the government employment to a large population who work to provide the above mentioned goods and services. It also creates employment by contracting projects such as building roads to private firms. Okay, that was basically 4.1. Now, if we add more, you can say sport, agriculture, and other prime industry that need public support. Okay, now remember, they said public support. The other one, help vulnerable groups of people in the societies to distributing income and the welfare schemes. If you remember welfare schemes, we said to support those people who are living at the bottom of the poverty or who are unemployed. So what they have to do, they will help those groups who are helping the unemployed people or child or old age people. Okay, that manage the macroeconomy in terms of prices, employment, growth, income, redistribution, etc. In terms of prices, you have to see the picture in a bigger frame. You have to control the prices, like a cigarette. Okay, you have to control the prices. We are just taking an example, but we have to focus on the basic goods, basic needs of the persons. Okay, by the way, there is a news that cigarette may touch to 800 in coming week. The other one, government also manages trade in a goods and services with the other countries by negotiating international trade deals. Okay, these were some of the functions, or you can say the role of the existence of the government. Now here we are, point number 4.2. What are the macroeconomic aims of the government. Now we are talking about from a bigger picture. We are not talking about from an individual point of view. We are talking about from the market point of view. Getting my point? Now, the government major economic objective. Number one, macro growth. What does macro growth mean? It refers to increase in the gross domestic product. What do you mean by gross domestic product? Anything you produce at home known as gross domestic product. So any product produced inside a country will be considered as a gross domestic product. What do you have to do when you produce the goods and you sell it to the other countries, and in return you get more income, you earn. Okay, then the amount of the goods and services produced in the economy over a period of time. More output means economic growth. You will produce more, you need more people, you will hire more people. Ultimately unemployment will be reduced, and when people will get more employment opportunities, the living standard of people will be improved, because everyone has a money in hand and they can buy anything they want. Okay, and fall in employment, incomes and living standard of the people. Fall in the tax revenue the government collects from the goods and services and the incomes, which will in turn lead to a cut in the government spending. Fall in the revenues and the profits. Low investment, that is people won't invest in the production as economic condition are poor and they will yield low profits.